know that the dog training industry is unregulated? I want to tell you my experience from pet parent to pet professional, but I think we need to take it back to when we got Finnegan. He was my first puppy, and we got him at about 14 weeks. He was a really nervous guy. I already knew that I really wanted an amazing relationship with my dog. I wanted that relationship you saw in the movies, the one that you kind of, dreamed about. Your dog walking down the street, making eye contact with you, engaging with you. Life is just easy with your dog. Now, I knew that dog training was going to be a huge piece of that. I knew I needed to build that relationship, and I knew that it took a lot of work. And I was completely okay with that. So when I signed up for our first round of dog training classes at a really highly recommended dog training school in the area, I was so excited to get started. You could absolutely call me a teacher's pet. I literally practiced for like 30 to 45 minutes every single day. I showed up early. I was nervous going to class because I cared that much. It was intense. And I knew because Finnegan was a Vizsla, he was a tough breed, and I really needed to make sure that I was doing all the work I could. But there was an issue. Finnegan was really, really nervous. He was literally scared of like the pylons. He was scared of essentially everything. He was scared of humans. He was reactive to the dogs. And that's when one of the trainers, who honestly really liked me because she also had pointers, pulled me aside and said, "Here, I'm going to save you a lesson. This is what you have to do." And she essentially told me to choke and then like kind of yank back and forth his leash. Which I did because I thought I had a tough dog and he wasn't listening. He wasn't able to respond in some environments when the other dogs were present. And so I thought that that was the next step. What's hilarious is that I literally had a dog growing up, Wiser, who we adopted from the Humane Society and we were working with a Karen Pryor certified trainer. But to be honest with you, I wasn't involved with that process and I didn't really realize that there was a difference. We were still using treats and I was still having, fun. But his reactions kept getting worse, and they might have been getting better inside the classroom, but they weren't getting better outside of the classroom. I would take him on a hike and he would flip. And I was doing those techniques that they said were gonna work, and honestly, it wasn't working. And then he was even more riled up after, and it seemed like more and more his reactions were getting worse. I was like, wait, why am I continuously having to correct him? I'm not teaching him anything. I mean, I'm teaching him that there's consequences, but he's still doing it because he's not feeling good in the situation. And I'm also feeling like this is super repetitive and I don't really like being an asshole to my dog. It's just not really me, honestly. It's really not. So that's when I really started digging in and started doing a whole lot of research. And I came to the conclusion that, whoa, the dog training industry is not regulated. People can teach you whatever they want to teach you. I didn't realize that. And although their tricks and what their finished products looked like were amazing to look at, there was just so much behind it that I wasn't really putting together until I put it together. Fast forward and I reconnected with positive reinforcement training. I realized I had been using that before and I just added in these harsh corrections thinking I needed it for this really tough breed that I had. I then signed up for the Karen Pryor Academy. I started mentoring with positive reinforcement trainers. I had already been kind of on the journey of I'm interested in getting into dog training. And so it kind of just snowballed from there, but it snowballed in a place of, oh my gosh, our community is missing positive reinforcement-based training. I kind of reconnected with letting go of harsh corrections. We are teaching chimpanzees and elephants and so many types of animals to work with us with the power of positive reinforcement, and still our pets, the ones that we pick out and live with and love the most probably, are sometimes being hurt the worst. I am here because I want to share this information with you. I want to create inclusive content that can be viewed by anyone. I know that private training can be kind of expensive, and this is a great way to kind of bridge that gap. So I hope you guys stick around and feel free to leave a comment below if you're looking for a specific topic in dog training that you want to talk about. I've got 3 crazy doggos at home, so we've got lots of training that we can work on and do with you guys and have fun with. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.